Now, the Kenya Kwanza administration maintains it has restored stability and charted a new course for the country's education sector, long burdened by teacher shortages, overcrowded classrooms, and uncertainty over the future of basic and higher learning. Yet in his latest address, President William Ruto sidestepped key issues that teachers had hoped he would confront, even as he celebrated what he called historic reforms under his government. Fatma Bugu reports.
In his State of the Nation address, President William Ruto struck a triumphant tone, declaring that his government has delivered unprecedented and transformative changes in Kenya's education system. Ruto noted that since 2022, the government has hired 76,000 teachers, with an additional 24,000 expected to be recruited by January next year, a milestone he described as unmatched in the country's history.
When the president talks of recruiting 100,000 teachers within 3 years, I think that is the gaping hole that he needs to address. Let him convert all those teachers into permanent and pensionable. And two, let the recruitment be done by the institutions entrusted with that responsibility.
At the same time, the government says efforts to reduce congestion in schools are ongoing, including the construction of new classrooms and labs to strengthen science, engineering, and CBC-aligned learning.
Together with the national government CDF, we have delivered 23,000 new classrooms and 1,600 laboratories are under construction, easing congestion and giving CBC the dignified facilities it requires.
The administration also maintains that the new higher education funding model has stabilized universities and technical institutions, with 500,000 students already benefiting and TVET enrollment reportedly more than doubling.
TVET has become the engine of practical skills. Enrollment has leaped from 341,000 in 2022 to 718,000 as young Kenyans embrace engineering, ICT, modern agriculture, hospitality, design, and the trades that power a modern economy.
But stakeholders argue that the president overlooked the realities on the ground.
But also the fact that the funds which had been slammed to the students to pay are exorbitantly high. The fees charged are astronomical and indeed not necessarily pegged on anything scientific to arrive at them. And that is why the president should have addressed himself to the aspect of university students dropping out of school because of that funding model.
But even beyond that, challenges persist. President Ruto appeared to sidestep critical concerns raised by teachers, including the contentious shift of their medical cover from Minet to SHA, a debate that intensified after the Capture conference, where teachers accused the government of neglecting their welfare. However, the government insists these reforms are only the beginning of deeper, long-term transformation. But for many education stakeholders, the president's speech felt like a drop in the ocean, far from offering the comprehensive solutions they have long awaited. Fatma Bugu, NTV.